Now to an incredible night in Dublin. 24 hours after playfully promising to be a good boy, Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't really. He was sent off for Portugal in their shock 2-0 defeat against the Republic of Ireland. It's the first red card of his international career, believe it or not, while it gives Ireland's World Cup chances a huge boost. Massive night for them. We're going to get onto Ireland in a minute, but once again, Ronaldo grabs the headlines for the wrong reasons this time. Roberto Martinez pretty much gave him a pass. We just heard what Martinez said there, and let's get into this a little bit, because if you get sent off, regardless of who you are, whether you're the captain, whether you're Cristiano Ronaldo, 60-odd minutes gone, it was a clear elbow that kind of killed off the chances of Portugal getting back in the game. They might have been able to draw the game, which would have been a significant result for them. Surely the manager's got to accept that he's done something wrong and criticise the player there. Yeah,
but I think he did the right thing. He's definitely had a conversation with him. I mean, the last time I was on the show, we were talking about Cristiano getting to 1,000 goals, and I think it was a red card. Anyone that listens to me and watches me knows how much I love Cristiano Ronaldo. He's my greatest ever player of all time. But it was a red card. Interesting foreshadowing as well, the fact that he said the night before, I promised to be a good boy. Do you know what I mean? Because I was thinking, is there history here or something like that? I mean, him doing kind of like that, crying.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Because I was thinking, but he likes all that, doesn't he? He likes it. He doesn't mind being booed. He's that type of, But I think Roberto Martinez, he's going to defend him in public, which I think is the right thing to do. Because can you imagine if he didn't? The headlines that would have been. But I reckon he's had a conversation with him.
Surely you've got to accept that it was a clear red card and he did something wrong.
No, it is a red card.
Not criticising him.
No, but no one's come out. Which manager comes out and says, yeah, my player deserved to get a red, it's a clear red? They don't. Even it's the most obvious red card.
Maresca did the other day with Liam Delap.
All right, well, maybe some managers then. But I just think, because it's Cristiano Ronaldo, we're talking, like, complete... Look at him. I mean, he's one of the greatest ever players, and everybody has something to say about him, good, bad, whatever it might be. So I like the fact that Roberto Martinez has come out and backed him, but I do think when you watch it back, you can see it was a red card. Him saying it looks worse than what it is, he's just protecting Cristiano. I love Roberto Martinez.
Clear elbow to the...
Clearly, yeah. But it's a red card. It's his first in his career for the national team, and we don't need to get all carried away. I think the ban is going to be the interesting one.
Well, funny you mentioned that, because it's a potential 3-match ban for Ronaldo. Cynics are claiming that Portugal, who are top of the group, would prefer to qualify for the playoffs so that Ronaldo would then serve his competitive ban before the start of the World Cup. It would be in the final group game and in the 2-legged playoff. But in order for that to happen, Portugal have got to lose to the bottom side, Armenia, effectively, for that to happen. I can't believe that people are even saying this should happen. Is Ronaldo's... We're not saying that anyone in the Portugal team, of course, is saying that, or Roberto Martinez, but a few fans. Is Ronaldo's stature and status a burden for Portugal, that this stuff even comes up?
No, because I do think whoever's saying that is ridiculous, because any player going into any game, regardless of who's playing, whether he's available or not, you want to win. You don't want to go through the qualification stages. I think you're looking at someone that, before him, Luis Figo, put Portugal on the map. Eusebio, there's a lot of players throughout the years that have been fantastic for Portugal. He made a mistake. If it is a free game ban, he could end up being banned for the beginning of the World Cup, which will be
first 2 games.
Crazy to think about, like, just because of this petulant mistake that he's made, So I don't think that... It's the same as when he was at Man United and they said he didn't press from the front and Man United were better off without him. How did that work out? So a lot of people have got a lot to say about Cristiano Ronaldo, because it is Cristiano Ronaldo. But the fact that some are saying, oh, let's go through a qualification phase, I can't get my head around that, because ultimately you have to want to win every game you're in.
They could get knocked out in the playoffs as well.
Which will also be a massive devastation, and he would have let... I mean, it's one red card. I'm not just saying it because I love him, but, like, he shouldn't have been red carded. We know it was a red. But I think because it's him, it becomes a bigger story. And he's walking off the pitch and he's doing all that. And it was, the fans, they were loving it, weren't they, the Republic of Ireland? And fair play to Republic of Ireland and Troy Parrott. 2-0 win. I thought Kelleher in goal was fantastic as well. So credit where it's due.
Yeah. We've just been talking about Thomas Tuchel and how he's been handling Jude Bellingham and some of the England stars, Phil Foden. How do you think he would deal with this situation if he was manager of Portugal? How would he deal with Cristiano Ronaldo?
Probably never play for the country again, genuinely. But I'm only joking in jest. But, like, I think he'd probably come out and say, which I don't agree with either. Because like I said at the top of the show with Rob, I think that Thomas Tuchel has a lot to say. You know, I'll back him because he's the England manager, but I think sometimes, I don't think he would have backed Cristiano Ronaldo in that moment, but this is all hypothetical, isn't it? Because he might have. I don't know. It's not something that we can even say has even happened because it's hypothetical, but I don't think Thomas Tuchel would have backed him the way Roberto Martinez has.
You said you love him. Mm-hmm. How much do you love him then? Because he said that he said earlier this week this is going to be his last World Cup. He'll probably retire in the next year or two. So where is he for you in the conversation of greatest players of all time? Where would you put him?
Top, because that's my opinion.
Number one.
Number one. And I say this all the time. People can say Messi, people can say Pele, people can say Maradona. I think it's difficult to compare yesteryears to now, greatest ever players. Maybe because he was at Man United, that's why I feel that way. But I love him, you know, and we're talking about a player that he's not come out and said anything controversial, that this is his last World Cup. What's he supposed to play till he's 50? Do you know what I mean? This is my last World Cup. Well, we know that. Do you know what I mean? Is he going to retire in the next couple of years? Yes, he's 40. So, but at the same time, look at the way he looks after himself. There's a reason why he's able to continue to be at this level, Matt, because he looks after himself, his recovery, his gym sessions, everything that he does is to be at his best. And there's a reason why he's continuing to play at the top. And he's done it every league he's gone in, whether it be Italy with Juventus, Manchester United, Real Madrid. Yeah. You know, so I like Messi, but Messi's gone to Barcelona, you know, then he went to PSG, now he's at Inter Miami. He's not done what Cristiano's done when it comes to club. World Cup, no doubt, Lionel Messi, all day long, fantastic player. That's not, you don't have to like one or the other. I think we just have to enjoy and be blessed that we live in an era that these two players have been fighting it out with the Ballon d'Or for years and years, because as we've seen in recent years, it's debatable who wins the Ballon d'Or. Dembele wins it, Rodri wins it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas these two giants of football, I just feel blessed that in my lifetime I've been able to see players like this go head to head, because I don't think we'll see it again for a long, long time.
We are lucky. It's going to be a sad day when one of those retires, isn't it? It's going to be a really sad day because suddenly you realise, oh, we're not going to see him ever again play football. You know, you said that Sarah was Wirtz's agent. You're not Ronaldo's agent, are you?
No, I love him.
If you were, you probably wouldn't be here because you'd be doing very, very well.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I'd still be here, though. I don't get carried away.
Oh, OK, good. You're down to earth. Woman of the people. We should touch on Republic of Ireland. You did a little bit there. But, I mean, this is a major result for them, major shock. Portugal are a top side. Ireland were at rock bottom not long ago, losing to Armenia, the bottom side. They're now in a position where if they beat Hungary in Hungary, tough game, they will go into a playoff, most probably, to get into the World Cup. It's a big ask, but how much belief will that result give them that they can go to Hungary and win? Yeah,
massive. And we were talking about the extension of the countries in the World Cup. I'm not trying to sound like I'm being hypocritical, but teams like Ireland and Wales, they offer something, don't they? They've got that, you know, they might not have the best individual players necessarily, but they have that fight, that determination. Like, I'd fancy Ireland, similarly to Wales, you know, at the last World Cup, against anybody. Yeah, they might fall by the wayside, but they have that hunger, that desire, and the quality. So, you know, fair play to them. The fans were out in their numbers last night. Like I said, I thought Kelleher was fantastic. Troy Parrott, 2 goals against Portugal, who are a top side, and no one saw that one coming, but fair play to Republic of Ireland.